Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Mania with me, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Mania. Oh my god, I don't want to do the special stage. I don't want to waste the time doing it. It's like, I just got there and I'm like, screw the special stage. You guys let me know what you'd like to see as regards, like, how to handle the Chaos Emeralds, because at the moment, like, I'm not really too hung up on getting them. What I'm looking at the moment is maybe what I'd like to do is just get them at some stage, because I would like to get them for myself if for no other reason. I would like to get them for myself if for no other reason, just be able to see, like, the other, oh my god, I'm pretty sure this happens me in Sonic CD as well, that I get stuck on this stupid stage. Or this stupid, like, part, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, if I could, like, get up to that, that'd be cool. Okay, this is even better, a rocket ship. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's like this game still ends up, like, even though this is, like, pretty much my, this is pretty much my third playthrough at this stage. It's like, it's a bird! What is that bird? I didn't even know that was a badnik. Jeez, like, no wonder things keep hitting me. I didn't even see that thing. It's like that little bird in... It's like that bird in Spirited Away is what it is. That like, one bird that she transforms the Yubaba bird into. And it's like... I didn't even know that was a badnik, I just thought that was like part of the background. No wonder things keep hitting me in this stage and I don't even see them. But yeah, so what I'd be thinking is maybe, well, I will get them off screen, and then what I can always do is, then just show the final level. Are we actually here already? Did we get through it that quickly? We've got Metal Sonic here, my hero, making a bitch of himself to these poor little, like, forest animals, but it's actually only a hologram, so no animals were harmed in the making of this video game, except all of the animals that did get transformed into badniks, so... And actually, this boss, we're actually going up against Metal Sonic right now. You don't actually have to hit him in this stage, which is a mistake that I made. Because this is pretty much, like, as you can see, I just, like, speed boosted right through him there, and it didn't even make a difference. This is actually just, like, a survival thing, pretty much. Where you just have to, like, go along and, like, where you pretty much just have to, like, make your way along the track and not get hit by him like I am doing. This is probably, like, the worst run of this boss that I have done yet. But it's just, like, nice to have this cool tribute to Sonic CD. And then what you have is this really, like, random tribute to Knuckles' Chaotix here as well. And what you've got to do is when they're going, like, doing that attack, fuck, okay. Like, when they're doing that attack, when they're doing, like, their spin attack, that's your, like, chance to, like, hit them into Metal Sonic up there. But yeah, like, this like, whole scene even is just one, funny enough, like, one big throwback to, both, like, Sonic 2, there we go, that's more like it. To both Sonic 2 with, like, the Metal Sonics, with the way that they move, like, the way they're like Robo Sonic in, they're like Robo Sonic in the final stage of Sonic 2. Sorry, this is, like, really, like, difficult to concentrate on, like, talking and doing this at the same time, and Tails keeps killing this stupid thing there. and as well, we have, like, the Hadonia Stardust Clinton on the big bridge as well. Okay, I'm finally, like... getting this, but I need to get my one ring. I'm like really like screwing this up. Actually, Tails, will you stop killing him? Then I go ahead and kill him, but it's like, there, that's what I wanted to do. Get the ring. And we actually got 2 rings. Well, now the chase continues, and I was running backwards, jeez. But it's also like, the way Metal Sonic is like, the way he's up there in that machine, it's like, it's almost like a strange throwback to the final boss of, Knuckles Chaotix, which is, I think, a really nice touch, because, wait a second here, there's like, what, 2 seconds, there were times there when it was like, somewhat, like, when it was like really delayed with like, the jumping, like, annoyingly enough. Of course, if I hadn't jumped there, then I would have got it. And then he just like dash drops on top of me. Okay, thanks Metal Sonic. Funny enough, like when we get to the final stage of this, that's actually the easiest one. Like you'll see what I mean. What you've got here as well is like this really cool background there, where we're actually constantly climbing up with this tower in the background, with this like Dr. Robotnik tower in the background shaped like him, which is actually really cool. Now this is actually where we're going to start being able to damage him like this, but not when he's like that. And actually this is like one of the easiest bosses in the game for one reason, and that's why, because if you do manage to get hit, all you have to do is hang back, because all of the rings will like fly back into that wall, and you can just use the invincibility frames to collect them all again. And it's actually kind of ridiculous, because I'm like, if they hadn't done it like that way, if they had made it so that like your rings actually do disappear, then that would be like one of the most difficult bosses in the game. But because they went ahead and made it so like the rings don't go through the wall, they all just get stuck back there, what actually happens is you end up just being pretty much invincible, because you get hit, you hang back, you get to the wall, you collect all your rings again, and then you just lather, rinse and repeat. It's simple. But yeah, that started the Speedway Act 2 and the Metal Sonic boss. I don't know what was going on with my controller there for a while, because there was definitely like a couple of points there. Sorry. There were definitely like a couple of points there where it was like responding like with about like a couple of seconds delay, but we're here in beautiful throwback to Sonic 3, which is Hydrocity Zone, as I always pronounce it. And I'm telling you, it was only like very recently that I realized, actually, no way, you could actually pronounce that as Hydrocity Zone and not be a big dope. Of course you had to hit me, didn't you? I feel like I should go back and get a bubble. You're not going to keep me waiting for a bubble now, are you? Of course, Tails can just go fuck off and die. I wonder, actually, something that I haven't, like, checked yet is whether, is whether Tails can swim in this game, because that's like one of the, that's like one of Tails' features all the time, isn't it? That he's actually able to swim. This is actually a pretty cool, like, new feature that they've added to the game, is kind of changing the water level, and this kind of like strange little Venetian gondola, which basically it works that if your like weight is towards this end, then if your weight is towards this end, it'll go that direction. If your weight is towards the other end, then it'll go in like the other direction. So that's pretty much the way it works. But actually what I've got to do here is actually get the water running, which what can be really useful for that is this dash drop thing. Tails, are you going to do it? Of course it doesn't work when Tails does it, because he's just incompetent. There's this one video on... No, wait a second, my bubble burst. I need my bubble again. He kept us waiting for a bubble. There's this one video that's called, and it's like a Mega Man the cartoon. What hit me? Oh, that fly. Here we have the flies from Aquatic Labyrinth Zone as well show up here randomly enough. I always forget how much I love the music in this stage as well, because it is quite remarkable. But it's one of those like tracks that I always forget is as good as it is, if you know what I mean. It's just really good. But then like I randomly like get it mixed up with like some other Sonic track then, but I don't know exactly which one it is, but I definitely do all the time. Or else it's just that I don't remember that the part I'm thinking of is actually like a part of this as well or something. I don't know, I just get mixed up is what I'm trying to say. Get that bubble there, please. Might as well go down and get another one, but I'm pretty sure like the timing on this is like pretty like screwed up at this stage. Come on. Oh, I almost got it. But yeah, I think like Hydrocity is like a nice one to actually get included in here. That's actually Tails, don't worry. Of course, Tails like gets up there then, only to die probably. It's great. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So I could do this and like be free from having to worry about air for a while, because if you're in the bubble, then it's like, oh, air is inside in the bubble already. You've got your own bubble body per se. But yeah, I think Hydrocity is a nice like addition. I think it's a way nicer addition than if they decide to do something like put in Sky Sanctuary again. Because I don't know, like as far as like Sonic stages are concerned, I think Sky Sanctuary just isn't my favorite. There's just something about it that I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't really like the music. I don't really like the atmosphere of it. It's just not my thing. Whereas like Hydrocity, or Hydrocity, as I should be calling it, I'm all for that, and the music and everything. As well as, I couldn't believe it. Like, wait till we get to a stage later. There was like one stage where when I saw that it was actually in this, and I didn't know it was going to be in this when when I played the game, because like and so it just came out of nowhere, and when I saw it I was like, oh my god, you are the best, because I just couldn't believe it, because it's kind of, in my opinion, the stage I'm talking about is one of the more unsung Sonic stages, if you know what I mean. It's one of the ones where like it's not like people always talk about it all the time. There's Dr. Eggman in there. I just saw him like slither past or something. I just saw him like through the wall, like Wario on the wall right there. Get a bubble here. But actually, like the bosses in this are actually pretty cool. Like in this reimagining of Hydrocity Zone, like you'll see like this one, if I remember correctly, which one this is. But I can't remember. I can never remember like which one comes first. Oh well, this is like a really like strange reimagining of Labyrinth Zone is what this is, funnily enough, where you have like like it's like something that would be in Labyrinth Zone, or it's like the boss of Labyrinth Zone pretty much, where you have like you're pretty much just being chased upwards, and you have to just survive. So it's like the final boss of Labyrinth Zone, which is another like really like unorthodox Sonic boss. So basically what you have to do is you have to, like, you're piloting this strange little thing. That's not going to work right there. You're piloting this strange little submarine, and he's going to be dropping these bombs in here. But what you've got to do is you've got to manage to suck up Dr. Robotnik without sucking up the bombs. So like that's pretty much the name of the game. So what you've got to do is kind of wait for him to drop a bomb, and then wait for him to go past it a little bit, and then start sucking up, because like the bombs will get sucked up faster than Robotnik, because he's such a lard ass. Pretty much. the bombs will get sucked up faster than Dr. Robotnik because he's such a lardass. So if you like start like sucking up too early, then what will happen is he'll go ahead and get like, or you'll go ahead and get the bomb instead of getting him. So that's pretty much how that level works. So here we are in Hydrocity Act 2. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this now. And get, like, not get it out of the way. I think that's like the not the right sentiment, but just like have it all wrapped up in a neat little package so we can go on to the next stage in peace, I suppose is what I'm saying. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I kind of like how they brought back all of the strange little elements, like Jojo's like hand things that you only see in Hydrocity Zone. Otherwise, like, you never see them in any other Sonic stage ever. But like, you have them in Hydrocity Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and these like slides and things like that. I kind of find it nice that they brought them back instead of just replacing them with the new equivalent, if you know what I mean. Like, I think that's a really nice touch. Is there something in here that looks like a wall that would have something in it, if you ask me? Of course, that shark had to go ahead and hit me, and then I just hit like the spike things. You get away from me, Squidward Tortellini. Squidward Tortellini. It's like, don't worry, Squidward, I got them to put it in your name. Squidward Tortellini. Oh my god. Classic SpongeBob is just like an LPer's dream for like random catchphrases or for like random things that you can say that are funny. It's like I swear there must be about like seriously about a dozen different things from classic SpongeBob that I say all the time at regular intervals in my videos. It's like if you're ever looking for something funny to say, it's like classic SpongeBob is where it's at. Those crabs with their launching shells. There's a cool Badnik design as well. I don't know, there's just something about Badniks that I think is just way cooler than robots, if you know what I mean. Okay, well, this is where the squash mechanics can really screw you up here. Is anything like this, I get like nervous. Because that's one thing, like, just like in any other Sonic game, and this is something that has never changed, and I don't think ever will change at this stage. The like getting crushed accuracy is pretty like severe in this game as well. Like, I'm pretty sure you saw it in one of the videos in Chemical Plant Zone where I got like, where it counted as being crushed, where I pretty much just got hit by the core. I pretty much just ran into the corner of a block and it counted as me being crushed. So like, that's just one example of the crush mechanics. Just they can screw you over if you give them half a chance, is what I'm trying to say. God, I'm never going to get up to 100 rings to get another life at this stage. But apparently I have, because I have 7 lives. When did that happen? Jeez, I didn't notice me building up lives really slowly. Well, I suppose I haven't been... I suppose I haven't been dying that much. I died like once so far, I think, or twice maybe. I definitely died on Flying Battery Zone. I died to I died to that one Robotnik boss. Okay, well, here it is. I don't want to get crushed here. This is what I'm talking about, like the crush mechanics can like do you dirty here on a couple of spots. Not only in this, but there's like another stage where later on in actually the final stage in the game, there's a part as well where the crush mechanics were like doing me over. But then I realized that there was actually like a different way I could have been doing it, so then I like mended my ways, is what I'm trying to say here. I think we're probably getting onto the boss soon enough here. And I actually like, yeah, here we are, speak of the devil. I actually am quite a fan of this stage of the boss. The next stage I'm kind of like a little bit worried about. I'm actually like a little bit worried about how I'm going to perform, just because it can be like a little bit challenging. Now, I wiped the floor with him when I played as Knuckles, because with Knuckles you can actually nerf the boss of this stage so much it's not even funny. Like, it actually isn't even funny whatsoever. Like, how much you can nerf the final boss of Hydrocity game as Knuckles. Because it's actually like, I won't spoil it, like you'll see it in a second here. once I get this part done. But this part is like really exciting. Like I love this part of the boss battle. It's just so tense, and it's just such like a fun. It's just such a fun way to have like a really dynamic boss battle here. So yeah, here we are. So pretty much you have like the classic. You have like the. You have like You have like the classic Sonic boss, like this classic like Sonic 3 and Knuckles Hydrocity boss here, and naturally what he's going to try and do is like make it so that you run out of air in this part, but actually it's not actually that difficult once you keep like making sure that you get out of the water when you can. Once you make sure you can get out of the water when you can to refill your air. What you can actually do with that boss as Knuckles, which is completely cheap, is you can just like stick on the wall when he's in the middle, and you can just kind of keep bouncing off of him and back onto the wall, and bouncing off of him and back onto the wall, and just you can just completely screw him over 100%. It's hilarious. Well, speaking of Knuckles, there he is. He got knocked off the plane by the hard-boiled heavies here. But this is a stage we're going to have to leave for another day. I better pause here because this is like an auto-scroller. Mirage Saloon Zone we're going to be taking on in the next part of Let's Play Sonic Mania. So thanks a million for watching this. Loving this LP so far. Hope you're loving it too. And yeah, see you next time. Bye now.